Hello everyone, I'm so glad you came in to meet with me and Meg today at the Open Door Agency. Abby and Thomas, welcome. Thomas, you're the one who called us. You shared some concerns about your wife. How long have you been married?
Yeah, we've been married for a year, and recently Abby doesn't act like herself. She seems very depressed. After I told her that my parents will be moving in, I thought it was a good thing, but Abby just for some reason just shut down and not acting like herself anymore.
Okay, so you're concerned about Abby. Abby, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. We're going to get to know you a little bit. Also, just some basic information. Tell me what your full name is.
Abigail Maycott.
Okay, and where are we?
We are in Orem, Utah.
And why are we here?
I don't really know, honestly. You know, this was kind of all Thomas's thing, and I'm fine with my in-laws moving in. It'd be a great experience. I'll be able to get closer with them. So, I don't really know why we're here. But if it's up to Thomas, so we'll just roll with it, I guess.
Okay, and what is today's date?
August 26, 2021.
Okay, now I'm going to check your memory. I'm going to say 3 really common words, and then you'll repeat them back to me. Banana, watch, newspaper.
Banana, watch, newspaper.
Okay, all right. Meg, do you have a few questions?
I do. Let's begin with just a general rating of your mood on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is just in the gutter sobbing and 10 is the happiest a human being could ever be. Where would you rate yourself on that scale?
Honestly, I'd rate myself like an 8 to 9. I'm a generally pretty happy, outgoing person. So, I'm doing pretty good. I think everything's going good. Life is good. Home life is good. My job is going really well. So yeah, overall, I would say a good 8 to 9.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean, yeah, right?
You disagree with that?
I don't. She's not happy, and I feel like she thinks that it's all my problem. After I told her that my parents are moving in with us.
I told you it was completely fine that they're moving in with us.
What makes you say that she's not happy?
Usually, like she said, she's like a happy person, but she doesn't act like this anymore. Whenever I wanted her to do something with me, and she didn't want to do it anymore. And
Can you think of an example of something you wanted to do that she didn't want to do with you?
we planned a Disneyland trip for a while ago, and all of a sudden she just told me she didn't want to go anymore.
That's because Disneyland is totally overrated. Why would I want to go there? We should go somewhere like Hawaii or the Bahamas.
Well, you told me that you wanted to go to Disneyland for the longest time.
So I'm not allowed to change my mind?
Well, we planned everything already.
Well, maybe some things need to change.
Oh.
What are some examples of things you think need to change?
I think some things that need to change really are just the way that we run our lives. Like, for example, finances. I'm a huge saver and you don't save at all. Maybe if you saved a little bit more, we could have afforded to go on nicer trips.
So Abby, if you had $1 million, what are the 3 things you would do with that money?
I can't even think of 3 things. It can only be one thing, and it's to put it into a savings account and invest for the future. That is a smart and logical thing to do, duh.
Well, you have been buying clothes recently, and you have bought all the clothes that you don't even need, and I don't understand why you would do that. And you're just lying to them now?
That is totally not true, and I'm not lying. How could you even say that about me? I'm not. I literally buy clothes because I'm a woman. I need to look professional for my job. I need to look good on everyday outings. Do you understand what it's like to be a woman now in this day and age?
Yeah, but we have COVID. We don't need to buy clothes and go out.
COVID. Literally everyone's going out.
So I'm just curious, do you argue? For what percentage of your time together do you feel like you're arguing with each other?
I would say less than 50%.
Less than 50. Would you agree?
Sure.
Okay. And when you argue, is it ever physical or violent in any way? Do you feel any fear?
Oh gosh, no. No, I know he would never do anything to hurt me.
No, we don't fight physically.
No.
Okay. And Abby, another crazy question. If you found a gun just by the side, in a bush, off the side of the sidewalk, what would you do with it?
I would call the police immediately. That's what you should do.
All right, two more things really quickly. Just gonna test your memory real quick. Would you count back by sevens, starting at 100?
Sure. So 93, 86, and 79.
That's great, that's sufficient. And final thing, what were those three words?
They are banana, watch, and newspaper.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming today.
Of course, thank you.
All right, Meg, now we need to talk about the clients we just met with. And I'm so happy that our other clinicians, Abbott and Costello, are here to help us out and chime in.
All right, the first general category is the observations, involving the appearance, build, demeanor, eye contact, activity, and speech of our client Abby here. What did you notice?
So I thought she was really well put together. She's clearly stressed that it has not affected her grooming. And her, demeanor, she didn't seem super hostile, little on edge.
Yes, her, definitely, her eye contact was good, but she did have a lot of nervous behaviors. I was trying to interpret what the scratching was. There was definitely something going on there.
Yes, yeah, the more stress she got, the more she scratched.
And then her thought content, I saw no evidence of delusions.
No.
I spoke with them about violence in their relationship. They didn't mention anything about aggression or abuse.
Yeah, you were watching behind the mirror. What were your observations about that?
I definitely think that there is no, any type of any type of behaviors within them. I think, they are on different spectrums of agreements and disagreements, and obviously they admitted that they fight and that there is some yelling, but I don't see any indication that it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
And their perception was clear, their thought processes were logical. They didn't agree with each other, but they were coherent.
Yeah.
What did you think about mood and affect, Dr. Abbott?
So for me, I feel like the mood, I would say they have flat, but it seems like Abby is definitely anxious. For a fact, it's flat effect, I would say. It seems like when they're having arguments, it seems like they are engaged in the arguments, but other than that, Abby seems like she's trying to reframe herself. So for behavior, I would say that they are pretty cooperative.
But she did get really agitated when he talked about his parents moving in.
Yes, there was definitely a mood and affect dissonance there. She said she was happy about the situation, but her body movement said otherwise.
I totally agree.
The cognition list.
I think it's non-reported. Everything is fine.
Their insight and judgment is sound.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
So I think we can work with them. I think that, there are definitely issues, but I think that she appears to be healthy and functional.
I agree.
Yep. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for having us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and once again, what were those three words?
All right, lock her up. Lock her up.
We're done.